Gail, what modes of communication have you been taught in or studied or what used throughout your life? Have you ever used speech?
My mother at one time ordered a bunch of sign language books, and that was before my years at school. And then I went to the Atlanta Area School for the Deaf, so I had signing in both in my school and also at home. Later, I got older, and my signing became more formalized, and I would have to teach my mother to sign correctly. These days, you don't have to depend on books. You've got technology, iPads, iPods, and the rest, and apps galore. And so still today, I teach my mother, my father, my siblings, I teach them signs when we're together. But back then, all we had was sign language books, and I would try to look up signs for them. We didn't have cell phones or any sort of tablets back then to look things up.
Tell us about wearing a hearing device, such as a hearing aid. Have you ever worn a hearing aid? And what are the positives and negatives of wearing hearing aids?
When I had hearing aids, I did love them. I wore one on the right, but it was not any usable sound that I heard. People could stand near me and yell, and really it was nothing for me. I heard nothing, rather. I remember there would be loud noises, and I would hear something, and it was scary to me. And so I had hearing aids as an adult, but my dog chewed it up and destroyed it. And since that time, I've just decided to move on. So the pros and cons of hearing aids, it's not about vanity for me. I don't mind if people see that I wear a hearing aid behind my ear. I believe in being yourself and being all that you can be. So I don't have a problem with vanity. But the negative side of wearing a hearing aid for me was, let's say when the phone rings, I could have confused that sound with the door. And the door, I would go and open up the front door for no reason. No one's standing there because the phone is still ringing. And my wife would say, the phone is ringing. Well, whoops. I wasn't associating the right noise with the right thing. And if door knocking, I could hear. Screaming, I could hear. The phone ringing and music, like brass band type music, I heard nothing at all. It was very strange to me. Fire alarms could blare and I would hear nothing. But things like voices, drumming, things like that, I could hear.
Now, as a deaf adult are there any special devices you have in your home that assist you with daily living, or any special accessories that you use to help with communication?
At my home, I have a wife and 2 children. I have a dog, and if someone knocks on the door, the dog barks. I know because he points at the door for me. If my child cries, I have a lighted baby monitor. So instead of listening for the babies to cry, we watch for the lights to blink. I also have a flashing light on my video phone. The only thing that I don't hear in my house is if someone comes in and calls my name. You have to physically touch me or stomp on the floor until I feel the vibration. And that's just the way that we communicate. The baby crier, if it becomes unplugged, because my daughter is famous for unplugging things, she will come and tell me the baby's crying. And so, sometimes we forget to plug things in. Oftentimes I unplug it. I don't want to blame my daughter. But yet mostly I depend on the dog, the baby monitor. My VP comes with a flashing light. Just a few devices, just a few things.